What's up, guys? It's Dad Dash Industries back with another vlog. We're going out today. It's about 12:10, so we're a little bit late into the lunch shift, but we're going to go out for 2 hours today for lunch, and then we're going to call it for lunch shift, and then we're going to go out again for dinner for 3 hours. So we're going out for a total of 5 hours today with a goal to make $125, or at least a minimum of $100, which I have not been able to do for a long time. So I'm hoping that changes today. I also wanted to do a little something different here for you guys. I want to show you my setup that I have in the vehicle, just to show you the tech that I have going on that assists me. So I'm going to flip it around here. So this is my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. This I run 2 apps at a time. It lets me run, I normally run the Grubhub app because it shows me the miles on the Android app. It's not doing that yet on the iPhone. And then I'll run either the Uber or DoorDash app. I have found the DoorDash app has had some problems on Android, so I've been running my DoorDash app off of this. Now, sometimes I have also switched over and run the Uber app on here, so I may switch it up today. I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes. The other day it was so terrible running the DoorDash app on here that I think I may try running that off this phone and put Uber back on here. And then I also have a new piece of tech to show you guys. I normally run with my iPad Pro, which is where I keep all my documentation. I've got the new iPad Mini out. The Pro still exists. It's in the house, but this I'm testing out here because I want to see how well it does, see if it's something I keep around or not. But I'm looking forward. This will be the first time I've had it to go out. So I use Google Sheets, Apple Numbers, but mainly Google Sheets, and then I transfer it over into Apple Numbers for storage purposes, so that I have it on my main storage files and keep it in the iCloud and the Google Cloud and have multiple places to store it. Anyways, all right, guys, I just want to give you guys, like I said, just a little idea there of what my tent looks like. Flip the camera back around here. And then, of course, I'm filming on an Osmo little gimbal, handheld gimbal. That's where I use my filming for the vlogging, and it works pretty well. And I have a little place that I can put the gimbal. It connects right in here. I actually have like a little Velcro sticking thing, and it sticks right on my dash when I'm driving. And then this is the dash perspective that you guys see right here. And then, like I said, I'll pick it up sometimes and move it around and depending on what's going on. But anyways, guys, that's the start of today's video. We're going out now. We've got 2 hours. So at 2:15, well, I'm going to say at 2:30, I'm going to call it quits. It'll take me about 15 minutes to get into my market. I'm going to fire up all the apps I can. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fire up DoorDash app or not. I think I will. I'm not sure what's going on out there. I'm going to turn all those on, see if there's any specials going on. Grubhub has been running specials on Saturdays where you get $5 a trip during the afternoon time. So if that's on, that'll be great. But I'll let you know all of that when I tune back in. Talk to you guys in a minute, and we'll see you here shortly. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And guys, while I'm checking all those apps, I want to just come on here and ask you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. This is a new growing channel. It's a forum. I am Steve. I am Dad Dash Industries. My wife and I have a gig business. I joined a gig business about now 4 months ago. Came out of the corporate world, decided to give this a try because I needed to, had some family things I needed to focus on, and thought, well, you know what, this is a way to make a little extra money. So I now try to make at least $100 a day when I go out, and bring in that extra $100 a day for the family. Some days I make more, some days I make less. My goal is, if I can on a given week, to go out every single day and make at least $700 or more a week, to help out the family with things when my schedule allows. But that's who I am. I'm hoping you guys will support my channel. It's a free way to support me. I'm trying to create, like I said, an environment for new people in the gig economy, people that are already in the gig economy, a positive place to come, share tips, tricks, and strategies. Also, for those who are unsure and have never seen a gig economy before, I want to show you what it's like, a true entryway for somebody who's come from the business world and say, hey, you know what, I want to make a little bit of extra money here. What's it like? What's its viability? What can you expect? And this channel is about that. So anyways, guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that dislike button. Either way, it helps me. Put a comment in there, please, what you'd like to see. If there's a topic you want to see, if there's a question you have, if there's something I can answer. I have now done over 1,000 deliveries. So I have a lot of experience, which I've done over the last 4 months. So I've got some experience to share. I can answer a lot of questions about getting set up, stuff like that. Email me at dad-13@gmail.com with any questions you have. I'm here. I will help you out to get you started. Like I said, I just showed you off the tech that I have. Obviously not for everyone. Some people can make different levels of investments, and I have figured that out, that there are different ways you can get the tech you need. So you can have an Android and an iPhone at different levels in different spending places. So guys, please, if you have any questions, if you're trying to get set up, if you're getting started, please feel free to contact me. I am more than happy to help. No cost, no charge, not trying to make any money at all, just want to help out. And like I said, the only thing I would ask from you is simply support my channel, and that's it. Just put a subscribe, no money at all, because we're trying to make money out here. So it's definitely a tough situation when you're in the gig economy, because you don't have a lot of money to spend when you're out here making it and trying to grind it out. So I know the struggle, I know that, and like I said, I'm willing to share my knowledge, and I understand, coming from the business world, that knowledge is key. That one of the biggest things you can share with someone is knowledge, and knowledge, you can't put a price on it, and that is sometimes the key to success. And it's kind of the missing component in the gig world, because we don't have coworkers. We don't really, besides maybe if you're working with family members, or maybe you have other people that work for you, you just have yourself and what you think it should be and how you think you should run it. All right, guys, anyways, I just wanted to jump on here, ask for your subscription, give you a little background on who I am, what this channel is all about. All right, guys, talk to you in a little bit. I will be back. Thanks. What's up, guys? Dad Dash back here. So I'm on the road. I checked in on all my apps. Of course, DoorDash I can't sign into until I get in my area, but I am checked into the Grubhub app and the Uber Eats app. So I'm ready to get orders. Sometimes they'll give me orders right away that'll take me right off the market. I actually was able to sign up for a shift this evening. So part of my evening shift will be on a paid shift with Grubhub. Of course, it just gives me a little bit of priority over other drivers if I'm in the area and I'm working for them, and it guarantees me $11 an hour as long as I maintain. I think it's 70% or 80% or higher. I normally don't worry about the acceptance rate too much, because to me it's got to make business sense to do it, and they normally give me plenty of orders, but it just gives me a little extra priority. It gives me a few extra orders to look at, so that's a good thing. So I am now, like I said, heading into my market. I will be there in about 10 minutes, and we will hopefully be getting to work and grabbing an order, and we'll see what we can do for the next 2 hours. All right, guys, I will talk to you when I get an order. See you soon. Talk to you soon. What's up, guys? Wanted to just check in here. I am up and loaded on DoorDash. I was actually able to get a shift from 12:30 to 2:30, so I am on a block, so I don't have to worry about being kicked off or anything like that randomly. Started out with 2 offers right away as soon as I entered the area, and they were doozies. $3.86 from Uber Eats for Buffalo Wild Wings going 9 miles, and $3.25 from DoorDash going 7 miles. So neither order a viable option for me. I'm going to head to the area that I normally go to start my shift, and we'll see if anything comes to fruition on the way there besides those doozies. So hopefully today, it's not a sign of the day. Hopefully we get something a little better going on here. I will be and we got an Uber. Okay, Uber's back. Wow. Dang. 17.5 miles, $8.92, 33 minutes. So I don't know where that one's going, because I don't have it on full screen. But that's definitely not doable with the miles, nor is it really for the minutes either. Wow. So Uber is active, but it is not good at all. So we'll wait and see if something else comes to bear fruit. So, all right, guys, talk to you in a minute. I'll let you know if I get an order. What's up, guys? So I'm back. So I got hit with a couple of different orders. I got some really bad ones. DoorDash has really been firing off some horrible orders today, but they're on hold. Uber is still alive, but they haven't sent me anything recently. But I got a very, very good order from Grubhub for $11.61 for 1.5 miles. So I'm actually here. I was sitting literally right in front of the restaurant, so I'm waiting for it to get ready. I'll be heading in to pick it up here in a couple of minutes, and then I will be on the way to get this thing delivered. So, all right, guys, I will be back once I pick up the food. Hopefully it'll be ready soon, and we'll be on the road, and we'll have our first successful order today for $11, courtesy of Grubhub. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so real quick here, want to let you know I did accept an order from DoorDash for $8.50. Just arrived at the restaurant. Should be picking this up here relatively soon. It's $8.50 for 7 miles. DoorDash did try to send me an add-on, but it was really not worth it at all. It was $3 for an additional 4 miles. I don't know what DoorDash is thinking half the time, but I am going to keep this $8.50 order. I have turned off both Uber and Grubhub for the time being. It is going to take me to an area that I'm pretty confident I can get another order in relatively quickly. So hopefully this order will be ready. I'm going to run in here real quick, grab this order, and then I will be back out to update you guys. Talk to you in a minute. What's up, guys? So I am back. I picked up that order with no problem. It was ready to go as soon as I got in there, so there was no wait time. So I'm on my way. I've got about a 12-minute ride. Once again, DoorDash was way off on their mileage, because it's telling me I'm 9 miles away. And it told me I was going to be like 6.8 miles when they made the offer to me. So I'm not sure what they're using to calculate or what's happening when I went to the restaurant. Maybe it's the way I exited the restaurant. Who knows? It sent me a longer way. But regardless, I should be there in about 11 minutes. I do have my Grubhub app back on. I'm going to see what they're offering me right now. Something that I can maybe do after I get done with this DoorDash order, if it makes sense. Ooh, $19.01. And that's a good order. I'm going to accept that offer, and we'll get back and pick that up once we're done with this DoorDash order. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute. See you in a minute. Bye-bye. All right, guys, so back here, just with a little pro tip that I wanted to share with you, especially for those working Grubhub. Just wanted to kind of go over what just happened here and just how you should work Grubhub, my recommendation. To try to make the most out of that app. So I am heading right now to go drop off an order for DoorDash. I am going to then head back and pick up from my Grubhub pickup. Now Grubhub, as I experienced, even on a 1 mile order for $11, they are notorious for sending you right to the restaurant as soon as the order is received. And a lot of these restaurants they send you to, although they're very lucrative in tips and they're lucrative in pay, they are long, long waits. So what I've found with Grubhub is the best thing to do with Grubhub is turn it on after you've made a pickup to give yourself that extra little space. Know your restaurant. You know, some restaurants are quicker than others. Fast food, it won't work out well to do this strategy with, because fast food is going to be like fast food. So it'll be ready and Grubhub will be yelling at you. But in this way, I'm going to eat up a lot of my wait time, if not all my wait time, while I go deliver this delivery for DoorDash and then head back to the restaurant for Grubhub. And I don't mind it. When looking at this, it's like a 7 mile order for Grubhub. I saw exactly where it's going to be delivered at. And I've got, now, like I said, I'm going to actually be able to take this 9 mile order, and then it'll probably be, like I said, 9 mile order for DoorDash, and then it'll be a couple miles back. It'll probably be about an 18 mile order, and I'm going to have a $20 swing here, or more, depending on what the DoorDash order ends up being. So, just a way to do it, a way to get around the wait and not be sitting there at that restaurant for 20, 30 minutes, which is exactly what would have happened in this case if I would have taken it. Now, it was a $19 order for lunch. I'll take it. I mean, that's a good order. I'm going to sit there and wait for it. That's no problem at all. But this just kind of is a strategy, a pro tip to help you get around that. Use it smartly, though, okay? Because you got to be careful. You don't want to end up in a situation where you end up having to cancel an order or cancel too many orders, or you end up being extremely late for the Grubhub order. So make sure you know your restaurant, make sure you know it's late, make sure you know how it's going to go, because Grubhub will update the order time based on the merchant's time, and if you know that merchant's going to take a while, you know you're going to have some space there. And then there's always a built-in on time, with all the apps, which is normally about 5 minutes. So, anyways, just know your merchant, know how they act, know how they perform, and make your decisions accordingly. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute. What's up, guys? I am back. So I just made it over to pick up the order that I had accepted from the pizza place that I told you about for the Grubhub order. So I have that in the car. We're about 7 minutes away. That order turned out to be, it was $19.01. My DoorDash order ended up being $8.50. Now, interestingly enough, it was a $5 base pay order with a $3.50 tip. So it was really a poor tip. But that's going to put me at about $27.51 for the day once I get done with this order. So total time when I accepted the order for the DoorDash order, the first order I actually accepted, to this, my first hour is going to be a $27 hour of my first hour delivering. Now, I've been out since 12:30. Normally I start my clock from when I start the first order, but in all fairness, I may dial it back just a little bit. But we're coming on to my first technical hour, because I believe it was around 12:52 when I accepted that order, and it's now almost 2 o'clock. So, anyways, I'm hoping that I can find another order or two before I end my shift at around 2:30. We'll see. I don't know. While I was at the pizza place, I actually got a DoorDash offer for $7 for 12.9 miles, and that came in right at the store. So they were going to have me drive 12.9 miles for $7, leaving the store and going directly. It was actually going to go into another state. I mean, it was just terrible. Anyways, I am going to make this delivery, and then we'll see where everything goes after that. I think I'm going to start heading out of my market and see if I can pick something up that heads me out of my market. And then I will be back for dinner at 5:30. And like I said, my plan is to work 3 hours at dinner, 5:30 to 8:30. And like I said, I picked up a dinner Grubhub shift, so we'll see where that goes. I've gotten some Grubhub orders and offers today. As you know, the first one didn't quite work out. And really, when I mapped that one out, had I stayed on that one, I wonder if I would have been in a position to have taken this one too. If I would have just, hung with it for a little bit. It was only a mile drop off, and then I would have had this one here, and we'd have had a solid 30. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But whatever. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you in a minute. We'll see what happens here, and I'll be back as soon as I make this drop off. Thanks, guys.
Make a right turn on North Locust Street.
What's up, guys? So I just wanted to come back and update you here shortly on what was going on there. So I made that drop-off order to the Grubhub. It turned into $19.01, as I mentioned before. I was a little bit outside of my delivery area, so I had to head back towards the area, got back in the area, and I got an Uber Eats order for Checkers for going 7 miles for $11.46. So I'm on that one now. As I was sitting there picking that order up, I then got a $15 Oishi sushi order going 5 miles. Now, obviously, the mileage is going to be a little bit skewed because I'm kind of going the opposite direction, but that particular place always has a 20 to 30 minute wait. So once again, pro tip with Grubhub, know your restaurants and always look to have Grubhub on at the end or when you're picking up an order, so it gives you that little extra time to kind of meld them in and then kind of, sift through the offers and the orders that are coming at you. So, anyways, I'm heading to make this drop off. I'm about 2 miles away in about 6 minutes. And then I'm going to head over to the restaurant there to hopefully go pick up the food or maybe just have a small, short little wait. And that will be my last order of the afternoon. I'm going to turn Uber Eats off after this. And then Grubhub I will turn off after I get done dropping it off. And then I'll be back later on this evening to go out for the dinner run. And looks like it's going to be a halfway decent lunch run. When it's all said and done, but we'll see. We're not going to jump to conclusions yet, but we'll see exactly how it all goes. once we're finished with this.
1
So,
mile, make a right
all right, guys,
turn.
I'll talk to you in a minute, and we'll see how this goes. What's up, guys? So I want to come back here and update you guys after that drop-off. I made the drop-off. Everything went smooth. This one processed like it should. So the order has been dropped off. We will wait and see if I get a tip. Hopefully I do. Hopefully maybe they make up for the tip I missed out on the one that malfunctioned. I am now heading to pick up the last order of lunch shift, the $15 Grubhub order. I'm about 10 minutes from the restaurant. It kind of took me a little bit outside the pocket there. But, like I said, this restaurant, I have waited 20 to 30 minutes and, you know, long wait times at this restaurant. And for short miles, I'll do it. But this way, it gave me something to do. So I wasn't just sitting there twiddling my fingers. Anyways, all right, guys, I will be back as soon as I get to the restaurant and make the pickup, go over how that went. And then, like I said, we'll get this final one dropped off, and then that will conclude the lunch shift. And I'll go over how everything went there once I make the final drop off. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute. What's up, guys? So I am finished with the Oishi sushi order, the $15 order, and that was really easy. I actually got to the restaurant, it was ready to go, and the place I had to drop off was right next to the restaurant. So I got there, dropped it off. I'm walking out. It was another restaurant. It was actually the Waffle House that I had to drop off to. Real easy drop off. I'm walking out. Like I said, I had DoorDash off. I had Uber Eats off. I'm going to turn off my Grubhub, and I got a $14 5-mile order. And I couldn't turn it down. I was like, man, 14 bucks, 5 miles, that's freaking amazing. So, anyways, I'm doing that one. I'm doing a one more, which I always get in trouble for because my kids and my wife tell me, look, you gotta stop, you gotta stop. But anyways, this was good money. I couldn't turn it down. It'll help towards tonight, help towards making today a big success. So I'm running over here to do this. It's the drop off is right around the corner from the restaurant again. Most of the miles was between restaurants. So I'm about 5 minutes from the restaurant. It looks like it's going to be a relatively easy drop off. The customer just contacted me. They live in an apartment. The husband's outside cleaning his truck in front of the apartment. So she's like, give the food to him. So when I get to the restaurant and pick it up, I'm going to let her know I got the message. Hopefully it goes as easy as I think it does. And then this will be my last order, unless Grubhub entices me with something really good. But, you know, I just couldn't turn it down. 5 miles, $15, or, well, 14 and some change, basically $15. That's like $3 a mile. I mean, come on. So, anyways, I'm going to get this done as fast as I can. And then, like I said, I got to go on break for a little bit. All right, guys, I'll talk to you in a minute. I'll let you know how this order goes. Hopefully it goes very successfully. And then I will be on to do a little discussion of my shift on the way home. And then we're good from there. All right, guys. Talk to you in a minute. What's up, guys? So I went ahead and made that pickup. I did not notice it at first. It's kind of an interesting thing. And it was 2 orders to the same address. So kind of interesting there. It looks like they must have forgot something and added it in there. So anyways, I'm on my way now to the drop-off. And I will tune back in once the drop-off is complete, and we will see how this thing goes. Hopefully it goes smooth and well. I did recontact the customer and let her know that I'm on my way, and she just responded back, you're welcome. So anyways, all right, guys, I will talk to you in a moment. And like I said, this should be my last order for real this time for the lunch shift. All right, guys, talk to you in a minute. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? So I wanted to update you. Wow, what a drop-off, man. That ended up being a $19 order because the lady tipped me $5 cash. And, you know, some days it's like they start out tough and then they turn out really good. And this was just one of those shifts. I ended up making like $27 an hour for the shift with this tip included. Well, that's actually without the tip included. And that's not even taking delivery time into account. I guess if you put it back to like 12:42, knock it back 8 minutes, it's probably like 25. But I made 25 plus an hour for my time out. I just got another offer, but it was completely backwards, and I've got to start making my way in the right direction here. So I'm going to take one last drive through, see if I can get a go-home order for the lunch shift, and then head home, take care of a few things, rest up a little bit, and I'm going to head out for dinner. Had an excellent shift, made close to, I think I made over $70. I made like $74. So to get to my 100, I only need to make $25 tonight for dinner, which should be very, very achievable. So, I mean, it's looking like going to be a very good day. Anytime you make like $70-some in 2 hours, it's an amazing shift. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Great day today so far. Very surprised. It started out a little rocky, especially after the other day, when it was just absolutely one of the worst shifts I've ever had. And then to follow up with this is just really awesome. So, a lot of good stuff going on. I will be back with a recap, obviously, of the entire day once I get to the end of the day, and I'll break down each and every order again and showing you the stats, showing you exactly how it all sheeted out as far as miles and all that stuff. But so far, just today was a great lunch. So we'll see if dinner continues that trend. All right, guys, I will talk to you in a little while, and see you at dinner. What's up, guys? So I just wanted to drop in here real quick and let you know that the Uber Eats tip just came through. So I got the full tip this time, and my hope in Uber Eats has been restored after that frustrating situation 2 days ago. So that came back, so very happy on that. So I just want to let you guys know that. I am pretty much almost out of my area. I did not get another order besides the one that I didn't want to do, which actually was $8 for 2 miles. I probably should have taken it, but it was just going in the absolute opposite direction, and I really could not continue doing what I was doing. So, like I said, I'm calling it for lunch. I will be back at dinner and ready to rock. I think I'm going to probably go out at 6 instead of 5:30 this time, especially since I start with Grubhub and I go from 6 to 7:30. Might be all I need tonight. I think I'm probably just going to do 6 to 8:30 tonight and then call it at 8:30. So, anyways, guys, like I said, a really good lunch shift. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I'll see you at dinner, and talk to you in a minute. What's up, guys? So I am back here for dinner. Going to be a little more abbreviated than I thought. Did not make it out as early as I thought. Got caught up with dinner. But I am heading out for a little bit just to see what we can do here. And should hopefully, I hope, make at least $25 more. And that's my hope. So we'll see what happens with that. $25 really, I don't think should be too major of a problem over the next hour and a half to 2 hours. I am going to be stopping at, I'll be taking my last order at 8 o'clock and then heading home after that. And I've got a pretty hard stop because I've got some stuff I got to do this evening. So that's what we're going to do here. Unfortunately, I had to give up my shift for Grubhub because I didn't make it out on time. So I'm going to see if that's still available once I get back in the app. But anyways, we'll see what happens here. Hopefully I can make a little bit of money. All right, guys, I'll talk to you in a minute, and I'll talk to you when I'm back in my market. What's up, guys? I know it's a little bit hard to see me, but I was just wanted to jump on here because what an unbelievable order it was. My first order, and then it's basically I'm doing a going home order now because I hit my 100, and I'm heading home. But basically, the first order today ended up being a stacked order, Chili's and Outback. I normally don't like to do Chili's orders, but something told me to take this order, and I did. It turned into, first it started out as a $14 order, turned into a $17 hidden tip order, but then the customer for my Outback order, they asked me to, do a special thing and make sure that they had extra ranch, which I did. I did my due diligence. I went in, I made sure, checked it, and then I texted them and said, hey, listen, I made sure your ranch was in there, and the lady was like, I got extra tip for you. And I'm like, okay. So they came down and actually met me at the drop-off point, like at the bottom of their driveway, and they gave me a $25 cash tip on top of their tip that they already had included, which was $6. So what an unbelievable gesture. I really appreciate it. And now I'm going to pick up a final order that's going to be taking me in the direction of home, and for $14 Grubhub order, and then I'm done for the evening. All right, guys, I will be back to wrap this thing up here in a little bit. What's up, guys? So my shift is over. I ended up doing my go-home order. It kind of wasn't necessarily a go-home order. I didn't read the map as well as I should have on it, but it did, you know, I am home now. I was my last order. So today was a pretty decent day. I'm going to go and jump in and do a breakup, or a more detailed breakdown here in a little bit, but I ended up making $32.50 an hour. So that is a phenomenal day from an hourly perspective, and $130.55 total. And I only worked about 4 hours today, so you cannot argue with that at all. That was really, really, really phenomenal. So anyways, I will get into it deeper, and we'll go through all this. I'll show you exactly how it all went. Like I said, the day started out rocky, but it sure ended well, and ended up being a pretty doggone good day. So anyways, guys, I will talk to you here in a minute, and see you in a moment. What's up, guys? Dad Dash here. Steve with Dad Dash Industries here. Just wanting to walk you through this very, very good day. Where, as you can see, the first observation is we did hit our goal. We were $30.55 over goal. And this was one of those days that just had a lot of surprises going on. And I'm going to go over all those as we break down the orders. So we began our day with a DoorDash order for BJ's. It was for $8.50. There was no extra pay. It was a $5 base pay, $3.50 tip. Nothing extra there. Now, the 21 miles, well, you know, obviously included some of the miles that brought us into the area. So, because I do turn my apps on as I'm, you know, leaving my house, I'm able to do Uber Eats and Grubhub from there. So, you know, and I'm able to accept orders if they were to send them to me. So it ended up making that order 40 cents on the dollar. Actual gas mileage cost us $1.47. However, the projected hourly there was actually at $20.40, which again, that's about as low as I would want to take it on a lunch shift, unless I was on a stacked order or something like that, where I'm breaking it down. You can see the first observation here is we had 3 orders today that exceeded the 5-minute threshold, but that first order was not one of them. So the next order of the day here, if you want to see here, we went from 129, we jumped right on top of another order. This was a Grubhub order, and this was, as I pointed out in the video, this was exactly the way I believe multitasking should be done, because this order came through while I was on the delivery for the DoorDash order, and it actually helped me kind of even out some of the wait time. It was a $19 order, which at lunchtime is excellent. A $12 tip, $7 base pay. Again, DoorDash, are you listening? Why, you know, this is the type of pay we should be getting as drivers. Now, the only thing that was not strong was the miles, because I had to go totally in the opposite direction to make the DoorDash drop off and then go all the way back. So the mileage was not as good as it should have been. And it caused the miles per dollar to jump, you know, to only be $1.19, $1.12 gas mileage. But as you can see, very strong miles to pay ratio, which was 5.88%, as opposed to this first one here, which was 17. And you can see we had a couple good ones, and then we had, you know, this one here, which was the entryway to the market. So that one's okay. But the rest of the shift, besides this one right here, the next one we're going to talk about, were all right in the range that we wanted to see. This particular order had a 9-minute wait. So even though I shaved some time into the wait, and that was basically because they forgot a dessert item. So I ended up having to wait for them to prepare it. I checked and again, that's a pro tip. Always check your app. Always make sure you go down. Always check your receipts. And they had just left off a dessert item that they had to cook. So next order was a Checkers order for Uber Eats. Ended up being $11.46, no hidden tip there. And that cost me 17 miles. And again, that was all positioning, and that was all just basically having to, I took that Uber Eats, I accepted that Uber Eats order on my way to drop off the Tony's order. And sometimes that can get you into trouble. And in this case, it did. It ended up adding extra to my miles. So that's a concern right there when that happens. So it was 67 cents per mile. And then you saw $1.19 actual gas mileage, and that was the one that ended up being a 10.36% miles to pay ratio. Ended up being a projected rate of $25.47. The order before that was $30.83, so that's really strong, but there was an 8-minute wait at Checkers, and Checkers has the tendency to do that. Next, we took a Grubhub order for $15.41 at a sushi restaurant. It was a $10 tip, $5.41 base pay, 4 miles. So that was really, 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 really good. $3.85 miles per dollar, and a 1.81% miles to pay ratio. That is about as perfect as it gets. $44.03 projected hourly, and only a 2-minute wait time, which is really good for that restaurant. Next, we had a Taco Bell order for $14.47, and it was $7.85 for base pay and $5. And it was actually Uber Eats there. I apologize, I had that marked wrong, but that was an Uber Eats. This was a Taco Bell order, came through for $14.47, $7.85 for the base pay, and $6.62 for the tip in the app. And you see here I have this bonus here. This is where I was reflecting a cash tip. I got a $5 cash tip. It was the first of several crazy cash tips that I got over the next 2 days. It was just insane. But that ended up being a cash tip for a total gross pay of $19.47 for 9 miles, $2.16 per mile, 63-cent mileage cost, 3.23% miles to pay ratio, and there was a 2-minute wait on this order. It was a really, really good order. So that ended my afternoon shift. I came back then for a very abbreviated dinner shift, and I came out and got a stacked order from DoorDash to start out the shift, basically for $14 was showing. And then I ended up with $8.75 on the one and $33.25 on the other. This is the story of the night. This Outback order, the customer asked me to make sure they got extra lemon for her and ranch, extra lemon and ranch. And I went the extra mile. I got with the guy. I got a big thing of ranch. And this lady was so touched by that, she gave me a $25 cash tip. It was amazing for a $33.25 order and $8.75 order. Obviously, this was just an astounding 1.47% miles to pay ratio, 49-cent actual gas cost, 16-minute order, $124.69 per hour for the hourly. Now the top of the stacked order, the first order I did was $15.44. So obviously there's some smoothing out, 22.34%. Miles to pay ratio. And to be fair about that, I mean, obviously that Chili's order, when you put it all together, the order was excellent. But I reflected each order to see how it was. Chili's calls the biggest wait of the night, 10-minute wait time. So that was really, really unfortunate. So I ended the night with a Grubhub order for $14.70. It was kind of a going home order. It was going in the direction of home. And it ended up with a base pay of $8.05, $6.65 tip, 15 miles driven, because that did include some miles going towards my house. I took it to capture those miles and make them count. 98-cent miles per dollar, $1.05 actual gas cost, and it was a 22-minute order for a $40.09 projected hourly and a 1-minute wait. So, very, very solid orders, very, very solid night. Jumping into the shift stats, I drove 117 miles. I made $130.55. I made $41.94 base pay, $58.61 tip in tips. Actually, sorry, $88.61 tip because that's cash right there. All right, and then ended up going over, and I need to change that to stop going red, but that should be green because we went over by $30.55. The average base pay per order was $5.24. Average cash tip was $3.75 per order, and average tip was $7.33. So really over $10 average tip. There's the 2-to-1 ratio, exactly what I told you we want. You can combine those two together. Average miles driven. Now this is a week stat: 14 miles per delivery. Average tips per mile, 50 cents, 54 cents per mile. So very strong stats there. And the average per order was outstanding, $16.32, equally outstanding with an average wait time of $4.38 minutes. So that is very, very good. The delivery hourly rate, okay, excellent shift of $32.50. And then the delivery rate was $36.43. And what you want to see is that's exactly what you want to see. There's only a $4 difference between the two. I ended up working 4 hours for the day. You know, that was exactly what I wanted to see, was seeing that the, you know, when you want to have the delivery minutes almost match your minutes you're out, that's a perfect day. So very, very good. So from a tax perspective, I ended up taking home $106.26 after actual gas mileage cost, $98.09. Excellent day. And again, same disclosure, I'm not an accountant. If you were to use these sheets or wanted to, which I'm more than willing to give them to you, you just email me at dad-13@gmail.com, and I will shoot them right back to you in either sheets or numbers. So sheets or numbers format. But I ended up making $98.09 based on my tax estimate there, or what I need to set aside. Had to set aside about $24.29 for taxes. So guys, it was an excellent shift. It really was. I have no complaints whatsoever about it. There were some minor frustrations, but overall, this was a very, very solid shift. So I thank you for watching. Appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys soon on another video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the video. But most importantly, subscribe, please. I need the subs. We are a small but growing channel, and I'm trying to get the channel built up here. So please, please, please subscribe. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the near future.